Welcome Virgo to your reading for the month of September 2024. This is for your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, Virgo. So we're going to be looking at your recent past, your present and your near future. This is a general reading and it may not resonate in its entirety with all of you. However, do watch till the end, as there may well be messages throughout the reading that do resonate. If you are interested in information on a private reading with me, please email me at revelationtarotgb@gmail.com. That's revelationtarotgb@gmail.com. And unless you ask me to email you, I will never email you or reach out to you via any platform regarding anything. So if anyone it does out of the blue and they're claiming to be me, just know it's not me. It's a scammer. So let's see what's been going on in your recent past, Virgo. So we have the Chariot in reverse, the Page of Cups and the Ten of Cups. Something in your past, in your recent past, Virgo, with the Chariot in reverse, feels like you may have lost control of a situation temporarily. And you weren't too sure what to do from that point onwards. It was like, now what do I do? It's an interesting one because I'm kind of picking up an energy of something which it was like a tried and tested whatever that you've done so many times before and it didn't work this time. It could have been to do with dealing with a person or a situation, and it didn't have an effect for some reason, which left you kind of a bit like, whoa, what's going on? Like, this person always listens to what I say, or sometimes, you know, if this was about a person, it wasn't, you know, they weren't listening to you this time, or I don't know. But whatever it is, it kind of made you feel like you didn't have control over something. However, we've got the Page of Cups. So you might have confused whatever this was with, because the situation, because you lost control over this situation, you might have misinterpreted that as being someone didn't not care about you, but it's almost like they didn't have the same respect for you as they did once, which is definitely not the case, because it's almost like they had to come back to you and say, listen, I didn't want to upset you, or I didn't want you to take it the wrong way. Please ignore, you know. And I think that you understood from that point onwards that this wasn't about, it wasn't personal to you, if that makes sense, because the Ten of Cups comes in, Virgo, and look, if this is anything to do with your family, who are probably the most important thing in your life, then everything is absolutely fine. Everything's back to how it should be. So it did give you a bit of a wobble though, I do sense that. So let's clarify these cards. The Chariot in reverse is clarified by the Page of Wands in reverse. The Three of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles. So whatever this was about, it feels like someone had lost their way a little bit. And the Three of Wands is about I think the problem here could have been Virgo. Not that you probably want to be reminded of what the problem was, but what I'm picking up here is that you may have a tendency to not brush over a problem, but you're certainly not one to sort of do a deep dive into someone's problem and really talk about it in depth. It's more a case that you're likely to say, okay, well, you know, it's not that bad, and you know, put it into perspective, and you sort of like, you're the stand up, brush yourself down and move on kind of energy that you will, you know. And I think this time it just didn't work. It was like, not this time, no. And yeah, the Eight of Pentacles shows that maybe if you learned anything from that, it's that sometimes there's more work needs to be done before you get to that point. So the Page of Cups is clarified by the Hermit, the Five of Swords reversed, and the Nine of Wands reversed. So this person does have a lot of affection for you. They definitely care about you. But at the end of the day, you can't fix everything, and they have to find their own way. And that's what this is about, is the Hermit. And also you are the Hermit as well, Virgo. So it's really about, and I think that can be your mantra for a lot of things, is nobody can do it for you. You have to find your own way. But that doesn't mean that people don't need the emotional understanding before that happens, if that makes sense. Because if they don't feel that connection, then there's like, wow, okay, thanks. So the Five of Swords is the Five of Swords in reverse is just wanting to avoid all that rubbish, really. It's like, I really don't want to get into all the emotional baggage side of people's problems. And the Nine of Wands in reverse. I don't know. I just feel like you're the kind of person that will say, you know, there's much worse. You know, there's people that are much worse off than you are, and all this kind of thing, and you know, chin up, and yeah, it's just the way you are, Virgo, and I get it, but unfortunately, not everyone's like you. So the Ten of Cups is clarified by the Page of Swords in reverse, the Eight of Wands, and the Four of Wands in reverse. So we've got quite a few pages here, which kind of tells me that this is a learning curve for you, and it may have been one maybe all your life, because it's something you don't fully understand or engage with. Especially if you're the sort of person that's been through a lot and you're coming across people who are getting really wrapped up in stuff that is so, like, to you is very mediocre and not worth, it kind of baffles you. So yeah, the Eight of Wands, I'm sorry, the Page of Swords in reverse. There could be, I mean, again, this is kind of giving me a lack of communication kind of energy, but it's coming in with the Ten of Cups, which means everything's fine and happy. But it does tell me that there's someone here that wants to really talk about something. The Eight of Wands is actually the opposite. This is about rapid communication. So maybe something, you did have a good old conversation about something. The Four of Wands in reverse does show that whatever this is you didn't really accomplish anything from it. But it is what it is. It's something, it gave you pause for thought though. It's what I sense from that, which isn't a bad thing. So let's see now your present energy. Too many. Sorry, I can't. You can complain all you like, but I'm not going to draw 15 cards. So, present energy, Virgo. Six of Swords in reverse. Five of Swords in reverse. And the Ace of Swords in reverse. So Six of Swords in reverse, there's something is feeling stuck. Feels like you should be moving on from something and you're not, or you're wanting to move on from something and you're not able to, is what I'm sensing with this Six of Swords. This can also indicate travel plans going awry, so it could possibly be that as well. But it feels like some sort of problem or difficult situation is being drawn out as well. Five of Swords in reverse. You're not really getting anywhere with this. It just feels, you feel a bit defeated. There could be conflict around you, but it's the kind of tension that just doesn't, it's not an argument that ever ends, if that makes sense. It's kind of a long drawn out disagreement and no one is backing down, is kind of what I'm getting. The Ace of Swords in reverse also showing that there's just no sign of a breakthrough at all, unfortunately. So let's see let's clarify these cards. Six of Swords in reverse is clarified by the Four of Wands, the Nine of Swords, and the Six of Swords upright. Okay, so this does feel like it's about a family issue, or it's something that's going on within your home. Okay, and you do worry about the people you love, the people you live with, whether that's your family or, you know, whoever this is. They're close to you, and if there's anything that keeps you up at night or anything that you worry about at all, then it will be your family or the people you love. There is transition coming, so you are going to be moving out of this energy, so don't worry. Five of Swords in reverse, clarified by the Moon. Sorry, Judgment. It's Judgment. I beg your pardon. They call these cards are labelled different things. It's Judgment. Five of Swords in reverse, clarified by Judgment. The Ten of Cups again. And the Five of Swords. Wow, that's twice that's happened. That's mad. Six of Swords in reverse at the top, clarified by the Six of Swords upright. Five of Swords in reverse at the top and clarified by the Five of Swords upright at the bottom. So everything is going to be resolved. Someone, and I don't know who this is, I don't feel like it's you, but someone is going to be put under the spotlight a little bit, and they're going to have no choice but to face their own failings in a way. I don't know, something here, which is what's going to bring this to a head. Ten of Cups is, again, getting your family vibes back to how it usually is. Everyone does love each other. I mean, that's not the problem here, but you know, when there's a rift, it's harder because you love each other so much. That makes it harder. And then the Five of Swords, it's almost like the Five of Swords in reverse is trying to avoid it, but you can't avoid it. You've got to get it out. Get it out, have an argument, and get it off your chest, and then it's done. So the Ace of Swords in reverse, lack of a breakthrough, but we have a breakthrough. Let's see. Clarified by the Three of Swords in reverse, the Ten of Swords in reverse, and the Page of Cups in reverse. So there is an avoidance of this because of the not wanting to hurt anyone or not wanting to be hurt. But this, whatever it was, needed to be aired. Someone needed to say something about how they were feeling, and it might have hurt someone's feelings by saying it, but I think it's a good thing that it came out. And the Ten of Swords in reverse is nice that it's brought this. It's given this situation some closure. In a controlled way. Okay, so I think there's been some home truths have been revealed and accepted and taken on board and all that kind of thing. Page of Cups in reverse. Again, there's this kind of a little bit of energy of a lack of emotional connection with this as well. I just pick up, and I don't know if it is about a child energy or a daughter or a son or something, but I pick up this person's energy as being just kind of needing, like almost going back to being a child spiritually, and needing that kind of emotional reassurance as if they're a child, if that makes sense. So yeah, so let's have a look now at your near future. Yes. Oh dear, I get lost so easily. So we have the King of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, and the Lovers in reverse. Virgo. So the King of Wands. So this could be a fire sign. It could be Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. Or it could be any other sign. But this person, typically male, but doesn't have to be. This person is very adventurous, very energetic, passionate, spontaneous, adventurous, like I said. If this isn't a person, Virgo, this is something about I feel like you need a new adventure. You need something to give you that what's the word? It's like you need a reset. That's what I'm sensing. You need to get away. You need to go and enjoy yourself. You need to go and do something which stimulates all your senses and broadens your horizons. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse shows that you're thinking, oh, I don't really have the money to do that though. I'd like to, but I don't have the money. What I'm picking up from this, which is quite weird, the Lovers in reverse as well coming in next to this, is what it's telling me is that if, for those of you who are in a relationship or even married, you're actually hoping or wishing or dreaming that you could just go somewhere alone on your own. And there's nothing wrong with that. I think it's great, and I think that doesn't mean there's anything wrong with your relationship. It just means that you want to do you for a bit, and I get that. However, I 100% agree. I get it. It's not that you would ever suggest it, because I know how I would feel if someone said that to me. I'd be like, oh, great, am I that bad? You would though, wouldn't you? It'd be like, oh, okay. I find it hard to understand, and I think you realise that. So, yeah. This is why I'm single. This is why I don't have a relationship, because I used to hate that feeling of wanting to go and do my own thing, but knowing I couldn't. Anyway, the King of Wands, let's see, what's he telling us? Clarified by the Ace of Cups reversed, the Moon, and the Chariot reversed. There it is again. You're just feeling a bit empty, and that's why you want to go and do this, go and explore a new adventure, because you can't really fully explore your own adventure when you're with someone else, because you're always having to worry about what do they want, you know. So that kind of ruins it a little bit, and I get it. The Moon, I don't know. I just think it's this is quite an emotional card, actually. It feels like, you know, the emotions that you have around this are quite strong within you. But again, you'll never share them. And then the Chariot in reverse. You're just feeling a bit defeated, I think. you want to go and do something exciting for a change, Virgo. You don't, you know, it's interesting because it's almost like seeing a different side to you. So the Nine of Pentacles in reverse is clarified by the Ten of Cups. This keeps coming up. Your family are the most important thing. The Tower and the King of Pentacles in reverse. So finances are not, you know, are preventing it. The Ten of Cups, your family are preventing it because you think they're more important than your needs. Their needs are more important than yours. You know, it depends on what we're talking about here, Virgo. If you're talking about family that are under the age of, you know, 5 or even 10, I don't know, then yeah, you know, I suppose you have got responsibilities. But if we're talking about grown-up children who are in their 20s, 30s or even older, then no, they're not your responsibility. Yes, you can always be there for them, but that does not stop you living your life and doing what you want to make you happy. This isn't all about how you can make everyone else happy. You have to be happy as well. The Tower, something's shifting here. I don't know what it is. Something's shifting. See, this could be your card, the King of Pentacles in reverse, as you are Pentacles energy. But you're coming in reverse again, which shows that you're, again, not feeling in control of a situation as much as you would like to be. And again, it could be around your family. The Lovers in reverse, what's this about? Clarified by the Page of Cups in reverse, the Eight of Wands and the Four of Swords in reverse. So, you know, especially when your family are having some kind of crisis or, you know, whatever's going on, it may not be a crisis, it may be just there's tension in the air. There probably is a tendency, and I think we all do it, to completely neglect our partner, whoever we're in a relationship with. And it's the ones that, I think the ones that we live with, the ones that we spend the most time with, that we can take for granted the most. And we don't spot the signs, we don't see the signals when they need us. And that's what this is about with the Page of Cups in reverse. I just feel like there's someone else here that needs you. I know you're in demand, I get it. However, the Eight of Wands in reverse does show that they're okay. They're quite patient. They understand who you are, how you work and all of that. And then the Four of Swords, this is the problem. By the time you get to them, more often than not, you're exhausted and you haven't got the energy to give anything to your partner. So it's difficult. And again, there's this kind of sense of, if it was the other way around, it wouldn't bother you because you're not emotionally needy. Whereas, again, not everyone's like that. So, I don't know. So, let's do a little moon card for you. These are just quick messages. So your message is, and it is just regarding the full moon, and you know it's the full moon in Virgo. It's your full moon, Virgo. So this is very apt for you, okay? Surrender to the divine. Very good advice. Listen to your gut as well. And if you want to go and do something, then I think you should go and do it. If you, I mean, you can always kind of like twist the narrative a little bit and just tell your other half, tell them that you want to go and do something you know they're really not going to want to do. And they'll be like, oh, you can go and do that by yourself. It doesn't bother me. See, clever. Anyway, thank you so much, guys. I will see you next time. Enjoy the journey.